Sharky King watawa mulira. Yulan likba ak inkoku. Da huba bohtenya go juju biti. Jas grunky do patslimo.
I think the droid is trying to communicate with us by cycling through a variety of languages. Each time it spoke, it was using a very different alien dialect. The droid can probably understand us. The only problem is it may not have been programmed with the phonemes of a language we can understand. I recognize this language as well. It's an archaic variant of the Selkath dialect spoken on Manaan. But why would a droid on Dantooine be programmed to speak ancient Selkath? It must be referring to Revan. The Dark Lord and Malak likely encountered this droid when they explored these ruins. Revolutions would take more than 20,000 years. If this is true, then this droid is nearly 5,000 years older than the Republic itself. There must be some mistake. These builders must have been an extinct people. Though it is strange, there's no record of their existence. Even the archives of the Jedi Academy make no mention of them. In the years before the Republic, the Hutts were a dominant force in the galaxy, but they never constructed an empire. In fact, I know of no species that would fit with this information. The droid is obviously not programmed with the knowledge we seek. The Starforge sounds like some type of weapon, perhaps. Though in fact, it could be anything. Maybe. That might explain how the Sith were able to amass a fleet so quickly. But I suspect the Starforge is more powerful than a mere factory. Maybe the droid has more information we can use. It seems to respond to you. Perhaps you should ask it something else. droid must be talking about poor Nemo. The Council sent him here to investigate, and it cost him his life. Revan and Malak unlocked the sealed door and uncovered the secrets of the Starforge. Now Malak is using the Starforge to fuel his conquest of the Republic. We have to find out what they uncovered. We have to find a way to unseal these doors to learn more about the Starforge. The Republic is depending on us.
The Force fights with me!
This must be what Revan and Malak found when they entered this temple. This must be where their journey down the dark side began. This is a map, some sort of intergalactic navigational chart. Revan and Malak must have used this to lead them to the Starforge. We could use this map to follow their path and find the Starforge ourselves, but we must be wary. They may have laid traps or concealed what they found. I don't know, but Revan and Malak were very interested in finding it. It must be a tool of some type, or maybe a weapon. Perhaps the Council can tell us more, but I think this map might be the key to finding the Starforge, whatever it is. See this world here? This looks like Korriban, a Sith world. And if that's Korriban, then this is Kashyyyk, and Tatooine, and here's Manan. But there are pieces missing. Incomplete hyperspace coordinates, corrupted data, and there doesn't seem to be anything indicating where the Starforge itself might be. I was thinking that too. This map can't take us to the Starforge, but I know that Revan and Malak visited Korriban at least once. Perhaps they discovered something more there. They may have found something on each of the other worlds that completed this map. Maybe if we find all the pieces, they'll lead us to the Starforge, and some way to destroy it. We must inform the Council of what we've discovered. They must decide our next course of action, though I suspect our task has only just begun. How can I help? It was less of a dream and more of a vision the two of us shared. But I am certainly willing to answer any questions the Jedi Council did not. Are you wondering why we shared the vision? Or why we even received it in the first place? To the first, I can only repeat the answer that the Council gave us. Our fates are linked, and for two as strong as we are in the Force, that amounts to a near-physical bond. As to the second, I truly don't have an answer for you. The Force works as it will, and perhaps we should be grateful for what we've been given. I don't know. Believe me, I certainly don't find the prospect of being joined to you enjoyable in any fashion. Please, forgive me. I did not mean to imply that you were repulsive in any sense of the word. That we shared something so personal is just not something I'm used to. What would you like to know? I have no idea. It was obviously important, however. That is why we must investigate this further. Perhaps because we desired to. Perhaps because they came to this planet and were strong enough in the Force to leave a trace. They did something important here. Of that, I am certain. It may be simply that we are sensitive to that event, or it may not. We dreamed about Revan and Malak either because we were meant to, or because we needed to. There is no other way to look at it. With luck, we will. I would rather not rely on such visions to guide us, but when we have so little else to go on, and the galaxy hangs in the balance. As you wish.
I do not know what the Council has in store for me, but I will trust in the Force and the way of the Jedi to help me through whatever is to come.
Ah, you have returned, young Padawan. Have you discovered what it was that Revan and Malak sought in those ruins? This news of a Star Forge is disturbing. Action is required, but we must not do so in haste. We must discuss recent events in light of this new information.
We should consult the Jedi archives to see if there's any mention of the Star Forge and what it might do. We must learn why Revan and Malak sought it out.
Return to your ship with Bastila, and we will summon you when we are done. Padawan, you have done well in discovering the star map hidden within the ancient ruins. But there is more you must do in the battle against Malak and the Sith. We Jedi know victory over the Sith will not come through martial might. The Council has a mission for you, Padawan.
I've consulted our vast archives in an effort to discover the nature of this Star Forge, but all my efforts have been in vain.
Still, the Council are in agreement. The Star Forge must be found. Revan and Malak sought it out when they began their tragic fall. The Star Forge is surely a powerful tool of the dark side.
The star map in the ruins showed you 4 planets, but it was incomplete. It did not show the location of the Star Forge itself. We believe there may be similar star maps on other planets. Each star map is likely a small piece of a larger puzzle. Find the star maps on Kashyyyk, Tatooine, Manan, and Korriban, and we believe they will lead you to the Star Forge. The Jedi numbers have been ravaged by this war, by defections to Malak's cause, and by Sith assassins. but we realize the importance of this mission. Yet if we send a company of Jedi Knights with you, we would surely draw the full attention of Malak and the Sith, dooming your efforts to failure. Secrecy is our best defense against the Sith, but it would be foolish to send you on this quest without someone to aid you, young Padawan. Bastila will accompany you, for there is a powerful connection between you two. A connection that might be the key to unraveling the mysteries uncovered by Revan. And Juhani has also asked to accompany you. After long deliberation, we have granted her request.
Juhani nearly fell to the dark side. Perhaps her presence will serve as a reminder to you of the dangers of that path.
Of course, those who aided you on Taris will also come. They possess skills you may find useful in your quest. Remember that secrecy and discretion are paramount to your success. You will not be able to hide the fact that you are a Jedi, nor should you. But the true nature of your mission must not reach Malak's ears. You may return here at any time. Dantooine will be a sanctuary for you, a safe haven. Here you can find supplies and whatever advice or other aid we may give you.
You can leave whenever you wish. The sooner the better. The longer you wait, the stronger Malak becomes. But first, a warning, young Padawan. The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Star Forge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
The fate of the galaxy is in your hands, young Padawan. We pray you are up to the challenge. May the Force be with you.
Greetings, young Padawan. Have you come seeking knowledge of the past? Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it, or so they say. As chronicler of the Academy here on Dantooine, I find your quest for knowledge admirable, but I do not want to overwhelm you with the long history of the Jedi Order. You should ponder the history of Revan. It contains many lessons you may need if we hope to defeat Malak and the Sith. This facility is a training academy. The archives here are restricted to those who have attained the rank of Master. We must protect overeager Padawans from being exposed to dangerous knowledge. The pursuit of knowledge is a noble goal, but there are some things that require the wisdom of a Master to truly understand. You should ponder the history of Revan. It contains many lessons you may need if we hope to defeat Malak and the Sith. May the Force be with you.
공주스 딱 미끼 그랍을 먹어 같이 주이다 보던가 돌바방크 원래 오간다 나르고 주춧 먹으시아 본가 몰라 원하 찍네 바물레 슬리모 보다다다 난가 쿰비스트 물레라베스트 론다 디호던가 군한가비 오늘 군베스 칭 발라몰레 통킹바 누노덱 톡닝 셔투군네 물레라베스 통하이트웜 지지 좀 룸바 니타 포에 티키토 돌파다 봉과레어 간도나 추추트 같이 주 이타 돈동가 유말리타 꾸토둔 Sila mulane ni dubobo. Wonga kumbisjang ba mulira. Kachikun idahodonga. Iking kuno ba mulira chikun. Slimo podona rundihodunga kunkabe. Ta kumjus tak miki grabul mogo. Kachichu itabodunga. Dolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. 먹으시아 본가 몰라 원하 찍네 바물레 슬리모 보다다다 난가 쿰비스트 물레라베스트 론다 디호던가 군한가비 오늘 군베스 칭 발라물레 통킹바 누노덱 톡닝 셔투군네 물레라베스 카치군 이다호던가 이킹 쿠노 바물레라 치군 슬리모 보도나 룬디호둥가 쿠훈카베 무주샥 바카타 키예노노 나마바올레 라치군 룬다 디호던가 군한가비 오늘 군베스 칭 발라물레 통킹바 누노덱 톡닝 셔투군네 물레라베스 공주스 딱 미끼 그랍을 먹어 같이 주이다 보던가 돌바방크 원래 오간다 나르고 주춧 먹으시아 본가 몰라 원하 찍네 바물레 슬리모 보다다다 난가 쿰비스트 물레라베스 통하이트웜 지지 좀 룸바 니타 포에 티키토 돌파다 봉과레어 간도나 추추트 같이 주이다 돈동가 유말리타 꾸토둔 Sila mulane ni dubobo Wonga kumbisjang ba mulira Kachikun idahodonga Iking kuno ba mulira chikun Slimo podona rundihodunga kunkabe Wi itanandayada Wata yuma wama huhunandektek Shotungni batoga Wano kusbe ching palamule donke Runda dihodonga kunhankabi Wano kunbes ching palamule Tongking ba nunodek Tugning chatukunne mulerabes Kachikun idahodonga Iking kuno ba mulerachikun Slimo podona rundihodunga kuhunkabe Wi itanandayata Wata yuma wama huhunandektek Shotungni batoga Wano kusbe ching palamule donke Runda dihodonga kunhankabi Wano kunbes ching palamule Tongking ba nunodek Tugning chatukunne mulerabes Kachikun idahodonga Iking kuno ba mulerachikun Slimo podona rundihodunga kuhunkabe Runda dihodonga kunhankabi Wano kunbes ching palamule Tongking ba nunodek
Tukning chatukune mulerabes. We itan mandayata. Wata yuma wama huhunadetik. Shatung ni batoga. Wano kuspe ching palamule donke. Ka chikun ida hodonga. Iking kuno pamulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga kuhunkabe. Ka chikun ida hodonga. Iking kuno pamulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga kuhunkabe.
Tonghay tuam jiji yumalith pa ang inkotu. Tolbada bunkwalya de nago chuchut, kachichu ay haudunga. Yumalith ka inkotun, chilo mulera de nebobo. Wonka kun biskang, bamulara. Rundi haudunga ku.
Achuta. Wonga ronda di hotonga kun hang. Jeda badawana ni di bobo. Kachi kun ida. Achuta. Jeda badawana ni di bobo. Mucho shak baka.
How can I help? No, not bothering me. Not exactly. I've been thinking about what the Jedi Council said about the two of us. There is a bond between us, I do not dispute that. I can feel it, as I'm sure you can. The nature of that bond and its effect on our mission remain in question. Please. I'm a Jedi. Such feelings, such attractions are, well, they're beneath me, quite frankly. I admit I find you intriguing. I mean, I find your command of the Force intriguing, but my interest in you is purely academic. Surely you can understand why. Our fates are strongly connected. So connected that a literal bond has been forged between us. I saw your service records when you were transferred aboard the Ender Spire, but nothing beyond that. I know very little about you. I'd like to ask you some questions, given our relationship. I was referring to the bond we share, the one the Jedi Council spoke of. If I was actually interested in you, rest assured I could come up with a much better approach than this. Touched a nerve? No. Getting on my nerves? Most definitely. I suppose this is what you men consider being witty. Now, are you going to answer my questions, or would you rather just keep annoying me? I see you intend to be childish about this. I suppose I'll just have to speak to you again. How can I help? I do? How did you know? You are easily the vainest, most arrogant man I have ever met. Besides, I know you can't be serious, since I was purposefully not staring in your direction. I am a Jedi, remember? I have far too much mental discipline to reveal what goes on inside my mind with such obvious physical clues. My thoughts remain hidden, including whatever my feelings are for you. I mean, whatever I feel... whatever I think about you. That is you. Why must you be so impossibly infuriating? You know very well what I am really talking about. I am referring to the bond between us, the one the Jedi Council spoke of. Our connection allows us glimpses into each other's mind. We can feel some of what the other feels, and what I feel within you troubles me. A Padawan must receive considerable training. They must learn to control their emotions and darker impulses. Often it takes years before using the Force can be considered safe. The fact that you are so strong in the Force and have had such relatively little training could have terrible consequences. For you, and for everyone around you. This is not a joke. The choices you make affect both our destinies. Not to mention the fate of the Republic and the entire galaxy. There is much at stake. Thankfully, you've exhibited a degree of compassion and self-control up to this point. I sincerely hope you can maintain these traits in the future. We must all resist the influence of the dark side. It's everything we are fighting against. This is doubly important for you, with your natural affinity for the Force. I'm sorry if I come across as harsh, but I am concerned. For you, for our mission, and for myself as well. Our destinies are intertwined. Everything one of us does will have consequences for the other. Any reckless behavior on your part is likely to affect me as well. That is not true. Your power could be a gift or a curse. I only hope I have the wisdom to help you through the dark times. How can I help? Then I suggest we...
Yeah, what do you want? You want to hear tales of my exploits? Of the wars I've seen and fought? The enemies I've seen die by my hand? Sure, I'll humor you. My name's Canderous, of the Mandalorian clan Ordo. I've been fighting across the galaxy for 40 of your years. For my people, it is the honor and glory of battle that rules us. It's through combat that we prove our worth, gain renown, and make our fortunes. Times have changed now. The Mandalore clans have been scattered across the Outer Rim. The Republic is in decline, and the Sith Empire rises to take its place. The clans as they were aren't a threat, but the galaxy still fears us. People think we war out of spite or bloodlust. They don't understand, and fear that. We only wanted the challenge of the battle, and glory from it, win or lose. And we lost. But now I have no real challenges. Crushing Davik's enemies and the pathetic gangs in the lower city of Taris could not be considered the most glorious of tasks. When I think of the battles I've fought, the thousands I've killed, the worlds I've burned, I weep for my past. We will never again speak of this. We've got work to do, so...
I feel I must apologize for the way I acted towards you before, in the Grove. It was wrong of me. I am sorry for attacking you. I am sorry for thinking you would only try to kill me. I hope that by helping you in your task, I may redeem myself in your eyes, and in my own. Thank you. It is most reassuring to know that you can forgive me, even though I tried to take your life. I can only hope that, in our time journeying together, I will succeed.
Yes, what's on your mind? Have I been quiet? Suppose I have. I guess I just don't like being left out of the loop. Left out of the loop, you know, not being told anything, strung along. It's really starting to irritate me. For one thing, I want to know what the Jedi Council said to you. They pulled you in there and refused to tell me a thing about it. I'm rather curious to know what went on, and why they didn't keep you on Dantooine for training. Isn't that strange? I'd be more than happy to, but she's as closed-mouthed as the rest of the council. I'm And why is that? You were a great help on Taris, but why would they keep you with us? Don't they have to train you? A bond? What kind of bond? You mean to say that they told you that you were tied to Bastila in some way? I have trouble believing that. You're a neophyte Padawan who's been saddled with the responsibility of tracking down these star maps. Why? That's not normal. I am not trying to provoke you or to imply that you're somehow responsible for the Jedi Council, but give me a hand here. There has to be a reason. And what does that mean? Is this more of that destiny garbage that the Jedi keep talking about? Well, that can't be it. Well, I'll tell you this much, I'm not gonna wait around until I'm betrayed again. Yeah, we'll just see about that, won't we? Look, I didn't mean it that way. I want to get to Saul, not... No, forget it. It just seems that all I can do is insult you, isn't it? Just forget I said anything. Let's just get on with what we were doing.
How can I help? Yes, I did. I wanted to speak to you about our mission and what lies ahead for us. It seems fate, or the Force, is driving us into a confrontation with the Dark Lord. You must prepare yourself for when we face Malak. The confrontation will be difficult for you. I remember how hard it was when I first faced Revan. It's true that due to my battle meditation, I was with the Jedi strike team that boarded Revan's ship. We did not kill Revan, however. Our mission was to capture Revan if possible. It was Malak who turned on his own master, firing upon Revan's ship while we were still on board it. It was his desire to kill us and his master both. Thankfully, we narrowly escaped the vessel as it exploded. As I said, we were there to capture Revan alive. The Jedi do not believe in killing their prisoners. No one deserves execution, no matter what their crimes. Remember that Revan and Malak were once great Jedi, heroes in every sense of the word. They demonstrate the danger of the dark side to us all. I'm sorry, we really shouldn't speak of this anymore. The memory of my confrontation with Revan is painful. Let's return to the mission, please.
Hey there, what can... No problem. Just so happens I've got one here I've been working on. Here you go. I'll just add it to our inventory. Anything else you need? I'm not the one you should ask. Sorry I can't be more help, you know? Don't worry. I won't... Okay.
Lord Malak, the Star Forge is operating at 200% capacity, far beyond our expectations.
I am more interested in the young Jedi Bastila and her battle meditation. Have you learned how she escaped the destruction of Taris?
She was aided by Karth Onasi, a decorated war hero of the Republic and a legendary soldier. During the Mandalore Wars, he was honored many times for his bravery.
You know this man?
Yes, Lord Malak. He served under me when I still followed the Republic. You could say I was his mentor.
Interesting. How did you acquire this information, Admiral?
An eyewitness, Lord Malak. bounty hunter was there when Bastila and Kaz escaped the planet. Apparently they left him for dead.
A Jedi and a war hero. It's a wonder you survived the encounter.
I am hard to kill, Lord Malak.
Carlo has agreed to help us capture the young Bastila for a very hefty fee, of course. But I assure you he is well worth the price. His reputation as a bounty hunter is well earned.
Her companions are nothing to me, Callow. But I desire the young Jedi taken alive, if at all possible.
Lord Malak, forgive me, there is something else. May we have a private audience away from the ears of the common soldiers?
I trust you are not wasting my time, Admiral Karath.
I promise you will be very interested in what Callow has to tell you about Bastila's other companions, Lord Malak.
The Force has given us a vision, like the one we shared on Dantooine. Did you see it? Of course. You must have. The Force is strong with us both. It is strange that anyone would have built a star map here. The entire surface of Manan is covered by nothing but vast oceans. The ocean floor is vast, and much of it is uncharted, even by the native Selkath. But how could Revan and Malak have found their way down? No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Tipuna, Bonana Kichu. Selima Wanga Kunbikin. Mucho Shakapaka.
How can I help? I am confident that you can deal with that on your own. How can I help? Yes, I suppose I can understand your curiosity, given the bond that connects us. Very well. I'll tell you a bit about myself. I was found to be strong with the Force at a young age, as most Padawans are. As a girl, I was given to the Order to be trained. When I joined the Order, I left my family on Tal Ravan, as all Padawans do. My family is still there, the last that I heard. I've had little contact with them, as it is discouraged. Relationships with family members are fraught with powerful emotions. Such extremes are to be avoided. Anger and hate are the worst, but even love can lead to folly. Emotional entanglements can be dangerous. They can impair rational thought. They can lead to outbursts of uncontrolled emotion. A Jedi must be above such things. It can be a hard lesson to learn. I was not on good terms with all of my family, but I do remember missing my father terribly for a long time. I was not on good terms with my mother. I was only a little girl when I left, but I was old enough to resent her and the way she treated my father. She pushed my father into treasure hunting. I spent all my young life on ships, traveling from one false lead to the next. She whittled away my father's entire fortune, and I hated her for it. I think she was relieved to give me to the Jedi, but my father was heartbroken. A child is too young to understand the sacrifices that must be made. It's better if they have no contact with their family once they're removed. Once I was older, I realized the wisdom of this policy. A Jedi must do what is needed, personal desires notwithstanding. Love can only obscure and confuse the matter. Even a Jedi cannot always control the feelings of the heart. We must do our best to guard against it, no matter what the cost. But some sacrifices are harder than others. I do not wish to discuss this anymore. I would rather return to our mission.
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the galactic senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the Selkath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many, many ways to fulfill your wish.
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude. Well, these damn Sith are everywhere in Manan, pushing us Republic citizens around, trying to goad us into breaking the laws somewhere. Yeah, the Selkath want to maintain their neutrality in this war we're fighting with the Sith, and they enforce it very strictly. So we just have to sit here and let the Sith insult us, and we can't raise a hand against them. Otherwise, the Republic will face severe KOTOR export restrictions, and that could lose us the war altogether. You're joking, right? I'm sorry, but everyone knows what KOTOR is. It's the most powerful healing agent in the galaxy. I would have died several times myself if we didn't have this stuff handy. But the reason it's important here is that KOTOR is only found naturally on Manan, and all of our attempts to synthesize it have failed miserably. So, we sit here on the surface, the Selkath harvesting what KOTOR bubbles up from the bottom of the ocean, and we buy it from them. Well, us and the Sith, of course. The Selkath don't want to play favorites. The Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling KOTOR to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering. Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of KOTOR on the planet if anyone tries to attack them. But I think they're underestimating the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably planning something already. Is there anything else you require? A star map? Like an ancient artifact or something? No, I'm sorry, I've never heard of it. Is there anything else I can do for you? It's big. Real big. Actually, it's pretty much the only real city on the entire world. The only place for us air breathers, anyway. Manan is a water world, which you may have noticed on your way down to land here, inhabited natively by a species of fish people called the Selkath. They built this city to cater to us off-worlders, and as a base of operations to export KOTOR, which is the only real thing they have to trade here. The Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling KOTOR to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering. Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of KOTOR on the planet if anyone tries to attack them. But I think they're underestimating the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably planning something already. Is there anything else you would... Of course. If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the visitor residences. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that? Have a pleasant stay, Master Jedi.
Los Safiros, blindes Vottings und Gondram die Vertikalität. Donas Panatos de Fior, Estorando Confidos de Testinos, Torfogiros, Oston Bennings und Endon Tanzinaccio Processian Bandage. Donas Bist Malde, Donna Fansilsa.
How may I be of assistance? I do not know how to help you. How may I be of... What is it you would like to speak to me about? I thank you for your concern, but I am still a bit shaken. More time would do me good. Time to distance myself from that anger. I think that is why the Council agreed to send me with you. They think, perhaps, that in your company, I will be able to free myself from it. I thank you for your concern and your acceptance. I will strive to prove that I am worthy of your company and trust. You should treat your power with respect, not use the Force on a whim like it is some toy.
Safiros, blindes Vottings und Gondram die Vertikalität. Donas Panatos de Fior, Estorando Confidos de Testinos.
How may I be of assistance? What is it you would like to... How I came to be a Jedi? I am sure you would not find it very interesting. Are you sure you would like to hear? Well, it goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi very often, especially where I lived. The hind end of space. A pit of a world, to be sure, where Jedi rarely tread. But we had heard of them. Well, everyone had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice, heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their image, their mystique. Maybe I was one of those children. Yes, I did. When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was awed, and maybe a little enamored. They were quite striking, especially the tales of their leader. From that moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi, to lift myself out of the rut I had been living in for years, and to make a real difference as the Jedi wore. The foolish delusions of a child, but this child made it happen. As soon as I was able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and was accepted. I had been living my dream on Dantooine for several years before you came, although perhaps I was not entirely ready for it, or not completely suited to the task. Otherwise, I would not have fallen. But thanks to you, I have been redeemed. Perhaps I may yet live to see that dream of mine come true. Come, there is much we should do. Let us not waste time talking. Action is what is needed.
I don't have time to listen to your stories. I've got a full shipment of Calco to load before my shift is over.
The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers. They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
I doubt the Republic would be involved in anything illegal. Still, if this Selkath has concerns, we could look into it for him.
You're new around here, aren't you? My name's Duan. Care to buy a Sith girl a drink? That is, unless you're one of those simpering Republic soldiers. Well, some of the soldiers like to go and bet on the swoops on their day off, but this planet is bad enough without mingling with the locals. It isn't easy here, you know. Not with all the Republic soldiers walking the streets while we sit and do absolutely nothing. Malak should send a fleet in and conquer this whole sector, KOTOR or no. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind, you know? Are you some kind of historian or something? You should forget about the past, look towards the future. That's why I joined the Sith. The Republic is old news. And then I get stuck on Manan, the worst post in the galaxy. It isn't easy here, you know. Not with all the Republic soldiers walking the streets while we sit and do absolutely nothing. Malak should send a fleet in and conquer this whole sector, KOTOR or no. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind, you know? We Sith are interested in a lot of things. If you're smart, you'll stay out of Sith business. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind, you know? Oh, I get it. I get a little bit wild, and you want to hold it against me. Come on, what's the matter? Afraid I'll drink you under the table? Hey, if you're not man enough to keep up, who needs you? Seems I'm not ladylike enough for some men. Well, I may be a woman, but I'm still a soldier. Barkeep, bring me another round. Oh, it's you again. I probably should cut back on the drinking, but it's a good way to relax. There's a lot of tension here on Manan, but I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind, you know? Oh, come on. What's the matter? Seems I'm not ladylike enough for some men. Well, I may be a woman, but I'm still a soldier. Barkeep, bring me another round.
Precious Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
Kakincha nawabakon. Pichage borang turang. Nada chawa ishun ku. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chunamuri ra. Tangi wama jikona. Tong ipa nonku nek abog. Tong hit wama aki inko tune. O tong hi wama ji aki inko tun. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. Kimba no kun nik yota. Kakincha nawabakon. Pichage borang turang. Nada chawa yishun kun. Noba mulira tilai kuka. Kang nibora tong chitsa. Chesko yohaba kaba nopi to ula. Achua pengti. Yun patisa. Ichuba jikoka naga. Kingbu mwa mulira duana. Kimba ni chalora kun. Chiwi aita ka chong. Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun muliras nimo poiwanga tang itwamaji human act in ikatune kakincha nawabakaon. Pichage borang turang. Nada chawa yishun kun. Noba mulira tilai kuka. Kang nibo ratong chitsa. Chesko yohaba kaba nopi to ula. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna mulira. Tang itwamaji kona. Tong kipa no kunek abog. Tong hitwama aki inko tune. O tong hitwama ji aki inko tune. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. Kimba no konik dota. Jiska dosoki kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Uchua penki. Topa na ota vokasa. Yubabato kanchi. Datuka ulan. Tong hitwama aki inko tune. Tong hitwama ji aki inko tune. Tong padokun. No nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. Kimba no konik dota. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smack toma, kuyami jusku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na ota vokasa, yubabato kanchi, datuka ulan, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune, chuna mulira, tangit mama jikona, tongkipa nonku nek abog, Topa na ota vokas.
Hey, this street is for Sith only. You gotta pay a 20 credit toll to walk down this street. Hiding behind the Selkat laws. Typical Republic cowardice.
Takum justak miki grabal mogo. Kachi chu ay donga. Tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shampumpa. Bolawan na chikni. Pamulislik mo poda na wanga kun bist mulira best. Tonghay tuam jiji yumalit pa ang ningkotu. Tulbada bungkwalya gando nago chuchut, kachi chuay thahaudunga. Yumalit kain kotun, chilo mulera de bobo. Wonka kun biskang, bamulara, takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chuay thahaudunga, tulbada bungkwalya gando nago chuchut. Moga shampong pa, bolawan na chikni. Bamulislik mo po na wanga kun bist mulira best. Kachichu ay thaudunga. Inkin kuno bamulira chikun. Slima podana. Rundi haudonga kun hunkabi. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay haudonga. Tulpada bonk molya gando nago chuchut. Moga shampungpa. Bolawan na chikni. Bamulislik mo podana wanga kun bist mulira best. Tonghay tuam jiji yumalit pa ang ningkotu. Tulbada bungkwalya gando nago chuchut, kachi chuay thahaudunga. Yumalit kain kotun, chilo mulera de bobo. Mungka kun biskang, bamulara. Tonghay tuam jiji yumalit pa ang ningkotu. Tulbada bungkwalya gando nago chuchut, kachi chuay thahaudunga. Yumalit kain kotun, chilo mulera de bobo. Mungka kun biskang, bamulara. Kabatumpa kun paliya mo kapaapa. Punanay kachu. Inkin kuno bamulira chikun, tong napun siya nyunyan. Pamulchi kamana, takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay thaudunga, tulpada bonk molya gando nago chuchut. Moga shampungpa, bolawan na chikni. Bamulislik mo poda na wanga kun bist mulira best.
Don't forget, 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 don't for
We might have a position within the Sith organization for one such as you.
Your offer is pretty good, but I've heard some nasty things about you, Sith. Is it true you bombed terrorists into dust?
This is war. In war, certain distasteful acts cannot be avoided. But ask yourself this, when we win this war, would you rather be against the Sith or with us?
You make a good point. And I've never turned down a job that pays up front.
Excellent. Report to the Sith Embassy tomorrow for your assignment.
You got any armor plating for my swoop bike? I thought this garbage was free. You actually sell this junk? You fish are a strange breed. Don't worry, junk man. When I want garbage, I'll be back.
Only people who have business with the Sith are allowed inside the embassy. You can ask, but I... Who knows? Some scheming plot, no doubt. Hopefully the Selkath uncover it and ban the Republic from the planet. Is there anything else? I haven't the faintest clue as... Is there anything... Go. Stay.
Sorry, but you're too late to recruit me. I've just hired on with this. I don't have time to sit here and... Sorry, but you're too late. Then why are you bothering me?